Okay. Good afternoon, all. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss this is our first practical session. In this practical session, we are going to discuss some fundamentals of mold design used for the injection molding process. Okay. And that we are going to discuss in brief in this today's session. Okay. So this is our title of the experiment. Okay. This is the title of the experiment, study of the fundamentals of the mold design used for the injection molding. Okay, whichever as far as the write-up of this experiment is concerned, or your term of marks are concerned, I will send you one soft copy of the this journal or your that lab book. One soft copy I will send you, and you have to refer it, and you have to write all the experiments. Okay, and at the time of your submission you have to submit the scanned PDF copy. Okay, as according to that your internal term work marks will be given, and you have to do it this activity on a priority basis, as external oral examination will be there for this plastic engineering subject. Okay, now we will start this study of the fundamentals of the mold design used for the injection molding. Now, before discussing this mold design, first we will go through the little bit summary related to the injection molding process. Okay, how this injection molding process is done, that we will already we have discussed this in the second chapter, processing of the plastics, but I will just take a review of this process, injection molding process. Before taking the review, to understand this experiment, uh, you should it requires some prerequisites, means this knowledge should be required to understand this injection molding process properly. You should have the knowledge related to the engineering chemistry, then knowledge related to the plastic materials, or you can say that polymer materials and their properties, and some basic knowledge related to the manufacturing processes is required here to understand this fundamentals of the mold design used for the injection molding. Okay, now we'll discuss this injection molding process. Now, this injection molding process is a method. Already we have discussed this in brief. It is a method to obtain the molded products by injecting plastic materials. Okay, by injecting plastic materials. Before injecting it, we are going to molten it by heat. Okay, into a mold, and after injecting it, we are going to do the cooling, and after cooling, it gets solidified, and final product is obtained. And this method is very much suitable for the mass production, and you can manufacture the products having complicated shapes also. Okay, generally this injection molding process is performed in four stages. First is the clamping, then injection and cooling, and after this cooling, whichever final product is manufactured, it is ejected. That is the ejection. Okay, ejection of the final manufactured product from the mold. These four steps will be there. These four steps, you can refer this diagram here. These are the constructional details of the injection molding process. Okay, so this is the hopper. In this, plastic material is poured. Okay, this is the cylinder where heaters are there. This is the cylinder, you can see this cylinder. This is the screw. Okay, this is the screw here, and this is the mold. Okay, this is the mold, and this is the ram arrangement, motor and ram arrangement. With the help of this motor and ram arrangement, pressure is applied. Okay, initially the plastic material in the form of pellets or powders is poured through this hopper. Then it will enter in this cylinder, where it is heated, and it is plasticized, means it is converted into a paste, and due to the rotation of the screw, it moves forward. Okay, it moves forward, and it is that whichever plasticized material is there, it is collected here. Okay, in this region, and after that the pressure is applied with the help of this ram and motor arrangement. or some with the help of some hydraulic fluid, you can apply the pressure, since it is injected into the mold cavity, and it acquires the shape of that mold cavity. And here itself, some time is given, due to that cooling is done. Okay, cooling is done, and that plastic parts or whichever plasticized material is there, it solidifies, and it takes the shape of that component. And in the end stage, that is the it is the ejected component is ejected from this mold. Okay, it is ejected from the mold, and final component of product is obtained. So this is the little bit description or the summary of the injection molding process. Okay, the same injection molding process here, this is the injection molding machine. Okay, with the different plug arrangement, I have highlighted here the hopper. This is the raw plastic material in the form of granules or pellets. Okay, now this is the cylinder, and this is some heating arrangement is required. These are the heating sources provided on both sides of this cylinder. This is the screw arrangement, and on this screw, we are going to apply the pressure with the help of a ram. Okay, and here this is the final product. Okay, this is our mold. You can see here, this is the mold. This is the final product highlighted with this yellow color. This is the molded part, mold cavity. This is the mold. Okay, this is barrel or cylinder. So I will describe the process again. Okay, initially powder material, plastic material in the form of granules or pellets is taken through this hopper into the cylinder or barrel, and in this it is heated, this cylinder. With the help of this cylinder and some heating arrangement, this plastic material is heated, and it plasticized. Okay, or it is converted into the paste form, and due to this rotating screw, it moves forward in this forward direction due to the rotation of screw. And that plasticized powder material or plastic material is collected here. This is the molten plastic material, it is collected here, and pressure is applied with this ram, and it is injected into the mold cavity, and it acquires the required shape, and sufficient time is provided for the cooling. And after this mold is opened, and that final product is removed. This is the injection molding machine. Okay, for better understanding of this concept, I have collected one animation that I will play here. Okay, so please try to understand this. This is the injection molding process. This is the shape of the product. This is our this principle of injection molding. Here you can see this is our final product. Okay, I will start this. Please try to understand these steps. Okay, this is our final product. Okay, this is finished plastic part. You can read the names here. This is the injection molding tools. This is total injection molding machine. Okay, this is injection molding machine. These are the heating elements. Okay, this is the heating cylinder and heating elements. This is the screw. It is divided in three parts: feed zone, transition zone, metering zone. Okay, okay, these are granules or pellets. Okay, at the tip of that screw, on that molten plastic material is collected. Okay, and it is injected. and it enters into the mold cavity. And cooling, some time is provided for cooling. Okay, then part injection, ejection is done. Okay, with the help of that arrangement. Okay, you can observe it again. Cooling is done, and part ejection. You can observe the moment here. Okay, here you have to observe the moment of this arrangement. You can say these will act as a ejector pins. These are ejector pins. Okay, here please observe this. Okay, see this moment. Part manufactured component is ejected. Okay, I will start. You can go through it again. Injection molding machine. This is the peeling of the plastic granulates. This is the heating cylinder and along with heating elements. Whichever that plastic material enters, it passes through three zones: feed zone, transition zone, and metering zone. Please observe this moment here. Okay, powder is moving. Molten plastic powder is collected here. This is plastic paste. And pressure is applied on the screw. Okay, this is injection process. Through the some sprue arrangement, runner gates and sprue arrangement, it will enter into the mold cavity. And after cooling, it is ejected. Okay, I will show it to you again. Okay, now I think it is just sufficient. Okay, in this way, now we have understood the with the help of that animations of the injection molding process, with the help of injection molding machine, how this injection molding is practically performed. Okay, now in this injection molding mold design, okay, as far as this important part is this mold design of this mold. Okay, now the mold used here, we can go for two types of the molds. Okay, we can use two plate mold or a three plate mold. Okay, two plate mold or a three plate mold, we can use two plate mold for injection molding, or we can go for the three plate mold. Okay, now what is the difference between two plate mold, okay, two plate mold and three plate mold? Here I will explain it. In a two plate mold, this is the two plate mold. Wait, I will arrange it side by side so that it is easy for understanding. Okay, so now you can easily understand the basic difference here. Okay, this is the which diagram is on left side. Okay, left side of your screen, this is two plate mold, and on the right side you can see that this is the three plate mold. Okay, you can choose in. Okay, as far as your injection molding process is concerned, uh, means largely we are using this two plate mold. Okay, largely we are going for two plate mold. What is the two plate mold? Okay, in the injection molding process, the mold which is has only one parting line. Okay, you can see here, this is only one parting line is here. From this parting line, this mold is divided into two halves. It is divided in two halves or two parts. Okay, one part which consists of this arrangement having ejector pins, then core plate. Okay, ejector pins, then ejector plates and core plates. Okay, this is the one part, and in the another part, okay, in the another part, that runner and gauge arrangement is there, and then you can say that actual mold cavity will be there. Cavity will be here in this part. Okay, in this way, one parting line will be there in two plate mold, which divides that mold into the two halves, and in one half, mold cavity, then core and runner and gate arrangement will be there. This is the first half, and in the second half, ejector pins, ejector plates and core plates will be there. This is the second half. Okay, second half. In this way, only one parting line will be there. Then this is the three plate mold. On the right side you can easily see it. This three plate mold, it has two parting lines. Okay, here this is the one parting line here, and another parting line will be here. Okay, it is separated by different colors. You can see here, this is the one parting line, and this is the second parting line. Two parting lines will be there, and due to these two parting lines, this mold is divided in three parts. This mold is divided in the three parts. This bottom part, it consists of ejector pins, ejector plates, and core plates. And this middle portion, it consists of that cavity. Okay, this cavity will be there, this core will be there, and in the top part, the runner arrangement will be there. Okay, runner arrangement will be there. In this way, this is means construction of this two plate mold and three plate mold will be done. In two plate mold, one parting line will be there, and it divides the mold in two halves. And in three plate mold, two parting lines will be there, and it divides the mold into three parts. Okay, now what are the advantages and disadvantages of two plate mold and three plate mold? As far as two plate mold is concerned, it requires less lead time, or cycle time is very less. Okay, cycle time is very less. Its design is very simple, and its cost is also very less. Cycle time is less, cost is less, and design is also simple. As far as three plate mold is concerned, its design is little bit complex. Complex design is there. Then more cost will be required. More cost will be required for this three plate mold. Then why we are using the, means there may be some advantages. As far as three plate mold is concerned, only one advantage is there. When we are using two plate mold, whichever runner arrangement is there, okay, whichever runner arrangement is there, that you have to align with the parting line only. As there is only one parting line, whichever runner arrangement is there, gate and runner arrangement is there, you have to align it with the parting line only in this two plate mold. And in three plate mold, it is not necessary to align it with the parting line, as you are having another option of second parting line. There is no need to align it with this center parting line only. As here only one parting line is there, you must align that runner arrangement with that parting line. Okay, And here we are having two parting lines. You can choose this upper one for arranging that runner, okay, to keep the arrangement of the runner here. Then what are the disadvantages? Okay, disadvantage of this method already I have explained it in two plate mode. What is the disadvantage? A runner, you have to always align it with this parting line. As there is a single parting line, it must be aligned with that single parting line. And what are the disadvantage of this three plate mode? In this three plate mode, pressure required in the larger amount, pressure required is in larger amount, cost is high due to the complicated design, cost is more, okay, and pressure values required are also on the higher side, okay. And then as far as our design or practical use is concerned, always we are using this two plate mold, okay, always two plate mold is used. This is the two plate mold, separate diagram for two plate mold and three plate mold. Two plate mold, one parting line is there, and the runner and gate arrangement is always aligned up to this single parting line only. These black portions are, these are ejector pins, and this top, this is the ejector plate, okay. So this is the means you can use two plate mold or three plate mold, okay. Now again here you can use single cavity molding, or you can go for multi cavity molding, okay. You can go for single cavity mold. In single, this is the single cavity mold used for the injection molding. In the single cavity mold, at one time only one product or one piece is manufactured. This is single cavity mold. Go for multi cavity mold also. This is the final product. This blue color is the final product. You can go for multi cavity mold also, okay. In the injection molding, single cavity molds as well as multi cavity molds can be used as per our requirements or our economical conditions. We can use it. This is the example of the single cavity mold, okay. This is one electrical fan blade is manufactured here, okay. This is the mold used and is manufactured in one number. This is the single cavity, only one cavity is there. Here multi cavity mold is used. This is our final product. Multi cavity mold is used. You can choose it according to your convenience. Whenever mass production is required, you can go for multi cavity mold, okay. Then you can go for two plate mold or three plate mold. Three plate mold requires more lead time or cycle time. Two plate mold takes less cycle time and less cost. Less cost, less cycle time, and then you can say that simple design is there. Here more cost is there, more cost, more lead time or cycle time is there. You just here which advantage you can obtain. A runner you can separate it or arrange it on different parting line, okay. Here you have to arrange it on the same parting line. Is the comparison, okay. Here again same diagrams are there, two plate molds and three plate molds. These are two plate, three plate mold. These are working diagrams, okay. Structure of runner, cold runner with two plate mold, two plate mold and three plate mold. Already I have explained this, just the view is different. Whichever diagrams are here, these are vertical diagrams, and they have shown it in horizontal way by separating it, okay. These are ejector plates. Here you can see this. These are ejector pins. These two are ejector pins. These are ejector plates. Okay. This is the cavity, and this is the final product, molded part. Final product. This is the parting line. This is the parting line which divides it in the two parts. These two parts are separately shown here. This is one part and this is the second part. This is fixed half and this is the moving half. And in three plate mold, these three parts are there. This is the top plate. This is the fixed half or fixed part. This is the moving part. Okay. If you are feeling it complicated, I will explain it with the help of these diagrams only. Okay. Here, okay, this top part is fixed one. This top part is fixed and this is movable. Here this top part is fixed, this bottom portion is movable. It just this diagram is shown in a horizontal way and it is separated. Where parting line is present, it is separated from that. Okay, you can observe it here. Okay, this is the parting line. Okay, this is the top part, this is the bottom part, this is movable part. As ejector pins are here, this is movable one. These are, this is fixed half. Okay, in the same way, this is the moving bottom part or moving part or moving half. And this is the top plate. Okay, in this way you can use the mold, two plate mold or three plate mold. Then you can use the mold, single cavity mold or multi cavity mold. Okay, depending on your application. Okay, so two plate mold, three plate mold is there, and one more type of mold is there, that is hot runner mold is there. Okay, hot runner mold is there. As far as our syllabus is concerned, only these two parts are, and these two will be there. Two plate and three plate will be there. Okay. Now we will move toward the next. Okay, single cavity, multi cavity mold we have discussed. Two plate mold, three plate mold we have discussed. Now we will discuss the. You can say that the runner arrangement. Okay. After this, after two single cavity, multi cavity mold, then two plate mold, three plate mold. Now here we are going to understand the runner system. Okay, runner system and gating system used. Okay, runner system very, and then basic part is after this in the injection molding process is the runner system, layout of the runner system, and layout of the gating system or types of the gates. Okay, now, whichever runners are there, these runners are connected to the sprue and gates. Okay, what is the sprue and what is the gate? I will show you here. Okay, this is the runner. Okay, this is the runner. These are the gates. This will be sprue here. Through this, whichever molten plastic material is there, it will enter through this sprue and gate. Okay, sprue and gate into the actual cavity. Through the runner, sprue and gate, it will enter into the actual mold cavity, whichever molten plastic material is there. Okay, and for this arrangement, okay, for this arrangement, the different runner systems are used. These are the types of the runner systems used. Okay, these runner systems or different types of the layouts are there for of these runner systems. You can go for this. Means generally H bridge runner system is used. H bridge is nothing but herringbone bridge. Okay, herringbone runner system or H bridge runner system. This H stands for herringbone. Okay, herringbone runner system. Okay, this is H shaped. You can see here. These are H bridge runner systems. These are conventional runner arrangement. This is improved runner arrangement. Okay, and this is the balanced herringbone bridge runner system. Okay, these are different design. Just understand the design. In this way you can provide the runner system, or you can go for this one, or you can go for this one also. This is just the runner system. Through this runner and gate arrangement, that molten plastic material will flow from that cylinder where that material is plasticized into the mold cavity through this arrangement. Okay, through then runners and gates, through this arrangement only that molten plastic material will enter into the mold cavity. Now you can go for different runner system arrangement. Either you can go for H bridge or you can go for star layout. Okay, this H bridge, that is the herringbone arrangement, has different designs, and these are commonly used designs: conventional runner system design, improved runner system design, then balanced H runner system. Balanced H is nothing but herringbone bridge runner system, or simply herringbone runner system, you can consider it. Okay, then you can go for star layout runner system. Okay, you can use it in different ways. Okay, according to your need. According to your need, different star layout runner system can be used. These are different star layout runner system. This design is different. Okay, here your molten material, plastic material will come, and through this channel it will enter here. This is your plastic part. Here your plastic part will be there, or final moldy cavity will be there. Sorry. So these two types of runner systems, H bridge runner system, that is herringbone runner system, also known as herringbone runner system. You can use it in the different ways: conventional way, improved way, or balanced H bridge system. Then star layout runner system. Okay, this is your final mold cavity or molded part will be here. Okay, then different types of the gates are used here in this injection molding process. Different types of the gates are used in injection molding process. In this, you can go for screw gate. Its design will be like this. Fan gate, its design will be like this. Then tunnel gate, it will be like this shape. A ring gate, then tab gate, pin gate. Okay, as for according to your need, you can use a different design of the gate or type of the gate. Okay, these gates, these are the channels which introduces that material, or through this channel this material will flow into the mold cavity. Okay, different types of the gates are used. Okay, I have collected different diagrams. Some names may be repeated here. Different designs are there. This is screw gate, pin gate, edge gate, ring gate, tab gate, film gate, fan gate, then diaphragm gate. Okay, screw gate. Different views as shown here: screw, pin, spoke gate, disc gate, edge gate, fan gate again, tab gate, tunnel gate. This is banana gate. Okay, chisel gate is there. Different types of this gates are used here. Okay, and some specific diagrams. This ring gates, inside ring gate and outside ring gate. Okay, so these are different types of the gates used, or you can say that this is the gating system arrangement. Okay, in this way, our first practical session is over here. Okay, we have covered this part here. Okay, this we have completed in this session study of fundamentals of mold design used for injection molding process. In this, we have studied the which type of or different arrangements or different molds are used, or you can say that the single cavity mold, multi cavity mold can be used. Then you can go for two plate mold or three plate mold, each having different advantages and disadvantages. And after that, we have discussed in brief related to the runner system and its types. And after that, we have discussed the different gating systems and their designs. Okay, in this way, we have discussed these are the fundamental requirements in the mold design used for injection molding process. If you are having any query, you can put that in the chat box. Otherwise, I will conclude this session here only. Sorry. Please put your query in the chat box. Otherwise, I will stop here. Please mention your roll number in the chat box. If you are not having any query, I will stop this session here only. In the next session, we will start the second practical. Now, in the second practical, we are going to solve one problem. Okay, one problem statement we will take, and in that we will design that bottle cap. Okay, plastic bottle is there, and it requires a plastic cap. Okay, how the design of that cap is done, how the design of that cap is done, that we will discuss, and it is manufactured with the help of this injection molding process only. Okay, that plastic bottle cap is there, it is manufactured by using the injection molding process only. And how it is designed, okay, how it is designed, that die is designed for, how that particular die is designed for manufacturing of the plastic bottle cap, that we will discuss in the second session or second practical, and that we are going to discuss in the next practical session. Okay, so I will conclude this session here only. Please attend the next session. We will perform that. We will take one problem statement and we will try understand how the actual mold design is done for manufacturing that simple plastic bottle cap. Okay, please attend that session. Thank you for attending this session. I will stop here. Please put your roll number in the chat box for attendance purpose. And those who have submitted your IC late, please send. You can upload using that link. Okay, I'll wait for 2 more hours. After that, link will be closed. Okay, thank you.